Good morning, and a welcome to Jumpstart with Javon, where we are reading personal development books aloud so that you, my friend, can jumpstart your day. I am Javon, and we are reading today Mindset, the new psychology of success, how we can learn to fulfill our potential in parenting, in business, in school, in relationships. And OMG, I just lost my page. I just lost my page, but that's okay. I'm going to find it again. I'm super duper excited that you are here. Thank you so much for being here. This book is by Dr. Carol Dweck. And if you do not have this book, I'm going to encourage you to get this book as soon as you can because, mindset is a huge part of success. And it's very important that you develop a growth mindset whatever stage you are in your life. This book focuses on having a fixed mindset and what it means to have a growth mindset. Okay, and it tells you the difference between the two, so you might want to go ahead and pick up this book. Now, while I'm looking for my page and I was just at, it was really good, and I want to share this story with you, so just be patient with me as I find it. um where did it go? Now, see, I may have to. This is what happens when, oh, here we go. Messages about failure. Okay. So I wanted to read this. This was a very good story, and I thought that maybe somebody else needs to hear this story. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. And it goes a little something like this. Praising success should be the least of our problems, right? Failure seems like a much more dedicated matter. I'm sorry, not a dedicated matter, delicate matter. Children may already feel discouraged and vulnerable. Let's tune in again, this time to the messages parents can send in times of failure. 9-year-old Elizabeth was on her way to her first gymnastics meet. Lanky, flexible, and energetic, she was just right for gymnastics and she loved it. Of course, she was a little nervous about competing, but she was good at gymnastics and felt confident of doing well. She had even thought about the perfect place in her room to hang the ribbon that she would win. In the first event, the floor exercises, Elizabeth went first. Although she did a nice job, the scoring changed after the first few girls had lost. Elizabeth also did well in the other events, but not well enough to win. By the end of the evening, she had received no ribbons and was devastated. Now, what would you do if you were Elizabeth's parents? Here's a list of things, okay? Let's pay attention to them. Number one, would you tell Elizabeth you thought she did her best? Number two, would you tell her that she was robbed of that ribbon that was rightfully hers? Or number three, would you reassure her that gymnastics is not that important? Or would you four, tell her that she had the ability and will surely win next time? Or five, tell her that she didn't deserve to win. There is a strong message in our society about how to boost children's self esteem, and a main part of that message is protect them from failure. While this may help with the immediate problem of a child's disappointment, it can be harmful in the long run. Why? Let's look at the five possible reactions from a mindset point of view and listen to the messages. The first, you thought she was the best, is basically insincere. She was not the best, and you know it, and she does too. This offers her no recipe for how to recover or how to improve. The second, she was robbed. She placed blames on other people, when in fact the problem was mostly with her performance, not the judges. Do you want her to grow up blaming others for her deficiencies? What about the third one? Reassure her that gymnastics doesn't really matter. Teaches her to devalue something if she doesn't do well in it right away. Is this really the message that you want to send? Or the fourth, She has the ability, maybe the most dangerous message of all. Okay. Does ability automatically take you where you want to go? If Elizabeth didn't win this meet, why should she win the next one? And I am reading Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck. Okay. And the last option, tell her that she didn't deserve to win, seems hard hearted under the circumstances. And of course, you wouldn't say it quite that way, but that's pretty much what her growth minded father told her. Here's what he actually said: Elizabeth, I know how you feel. It's so disappointing to have your hopes up and to perform your best, but not win. But you haven't really earned it yet. There were many girls who have been in gymnastics longer than you and who've worked harder and longer than you. If this is something you really want, then it's something you really have to work for. He also let Elizabeth know that if she wanted to do gymnastics purely for fun, that was perfectly fine. But if she wanted to excel in competitions, more would be required of her. Thank you so much. How y'all doing? Elizabeth took this to heart, spending more time repeating and perfecting her routines, especially the ones she was weakest in. At the next meet, there were 80 girls from all over the region. Elizabeth won 5 ribbons for the individual events and was the overall champion of the competition, hauling home a giant trophy. By now, her room is so covered with awards, you could hardly see the walls. In essence, her father not only told her the truth, but also taught her how to learn from her failures and do what it takes to succeed in the future. He sympathized deeply with her disappointment, but he did not give her a phony boost that would only lead to further disappointment. Can I say that again? He did not give her a phony boost that would only lead to further disappointment. I've met with many coaches and they ask me, what happened to the coachable athletes? Where did they go? Many of the coaches lament that when they give their athletes constructive or corrective feedback, the athletes grumble that their confidence is being undermined. Sometimes the athletes phone home and complain to their parents. my coach is just my coach just won't let up on me, okay? He's attacking my confidence. Sometimes the athletes phone home again and complain to their parents. They seem to want the coaches who will simply tell them how talented and fabulous and wonderful that they are and leave it at that. The coaches say that in the old days, after a little league game or a kiddie soccer game, parents used to review and analyze the game on the way home and give helpful process tips. Now, on the ride home, they say parents heap blame on the coaches, okay, and referees for the child's poor performance or the team's loss. They don't want to harm the child's confidence by putting the blame on the child. But as in the example of Elizabeth that we just read, children need honest and constructive feedback. If children are protected from it, they won't learn very well. They will experience advice, coaching, and feedback as negative and undermining. So keep this in mind. Withholding constructive criticism does not help children's confidence, it harms their future. Okay, can I tell you, this was some very valuable advice that we, even as adults, can take. If somebody's giving you feedback, don't look at it as negative. Don't look at it as undermining you. Take that feedback and use that feedback, that criticism, constructive or however it is, and take it to heart and learn from it. Mistakes are inevitable. Okay, embrace your mistakes. You're not always going to do things right. You shouldn't expect to do things right. But what you can do is change your mindset to say, you know what? I didn't excel in that area, but if I keep working hard and if I practice and if I give my intentions and if they are pure and I know I'm giving it my all and if I'm shooting for the stars, okay, but I land what's the shoot for the stars, at least you'll land on the moon or the cloud. I don't know the code. Y'all know it, okay? But at least you've tried. Do not give up and don't take that feedback as negative. Alrighty, y'all, that's all I got for you. I have just read From Mindset by Dr. Carol Dweck, okay? And this is a really good book to help you to learn the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. The goal is to get to become a more growth mindset, okay? Your mind should be open to possibilities. Uh, Things are always working out for you, okay? That's the mindset we got to have. Things are just not happening to us, they're happening for us. Alrighty, I hope y'all have a flippin' phenomenal day. Okay. The next time you see me, throw those X's up. And this is No Excuse Today, and I'm out.